Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another speculation video. It seems, as of recently, I keep doing one of these towards the beginning of every month where I just speculate about what could happen for the month ahead for The Sims 4. So here I am doing this again for the month of March. However, this time around, something has already happened, which I'll need to start off with first, and that is the introduction of kits. The fourth DLC type for The Sims 4, and it was very controversial, and I completely understand why. I'm not into the idea of the kits at all. Even though I think most of the content is nice, I just hate the practice of how it's being given to us. Also, Bust the Dust ended up being super buggy for a very tiny pack, so that's a thing. I still think they are going to stick around for a while, regardless of the controversy. I don't think we're going to be seeing any more kits this month though, and maybe not next month either. I think maybe in early May, we could get another one. Simgrew Frost did say that the kits are going to be releasing more often than packs, but there's no concrete timeline. So if there was a concrete timeline, I think they would have said that these would come out every month or every 2 weeks or something like that. But no, doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Simgrew Frost also said that they released 3 kits at the same time to show the variety and versatility of them, but will likely only release 1 kit at a time moving forward. So I do expect the next kit release to just be 1. And I would not be surprised if it ends up being a bathroom theme. It's kind of funny, in January I was speculating about a bathroom stuff pack, but it was very hard for me to come up with a half-decent concept that would have at least somewhat decent gameplay to go with it. So a kit actually does seem like it would be a good fit for a bathroom set, because yeah, we do have a lot of toilets in The Sims 4. I don't disagree with that sentiment, but I think we need more shower tub combos and corner tubs. There aren't too many of those in the game, and that would be one way of giving us more of them, even though I disagree with the practice of kits. One other new thing that's happening very soon is the laundry list. This was announced on the Inside Max's stream pretty recently, and what this is about is it's going to be them having this list of bugs that are most commonly brought up to them. It's not a guarantee that they will be fixed in the next patch, but that they are looking into these things. So it should be interesting to see how this will turn out. They also did announce on that same live stream that the console skin tones do plan to be fixed in an update in late March. So they still feel pretty good about that projected release date, but if something does change, that they will let us know. So I'm not sure what else will be on this laundry list. Hopefully some things about Bust the Dust will be there, even though that was still a very recent release. There's so many problems with it. I hope that it gets addressed. Apart from that, not really sure what we'll see. Oh, maybe the auto lights on the on the haunted house lots. That'd be a good thing to address. Alright, and also there is that issue occasionally with paranormal gigs and paranormal stuff. When you go to a house to start the gig, there aren't any specters popping up, so it makes the gig just about impossible to complete. Sometimes there are those objects that spawn on the ground, like the dolls and the eerie hands, but it doesn't give as much performance as the specters do, so it basically dooms you from the start. There is a mod to fix that, thankfully, but yeah, that really needs to be fixed. However, there is one big thing that we know is coming this month, and that is Bunk Beds, and they're coming for free in the base game. Yeah, that was pretty cool how they put all those tweets on the screen. It was a pretty epic way of ending this very first Inside Maxis broadcast. So I hope they keep doing this one more thing. That would be amazing if it's like, oh, the next thing is like improved babies or cars that are in the silhouette. But yeah, Bunk Beds coming to the base game late March 2021. And what I find very interesting about this is they've said in the past that the bunk beds are too big to do in a stuff pack, which is why we haven't gotten them in packs such as Kids Room stuff or Tiny Living stuff. But now they turn around and say, oh, okay, we're actually gonna give those for free now. So that has me highly suspicious. I think there is going to be a game pack that will very closely follow the release of Bunk Beds, and the pack will most likely be a theme that goes well with them, because I can just imagine that being a good reason for them to give us Bunk Beds for free. I mean, yeah, there's also like, we've been waiting for Bunk Beds for so long and they're so highly requested, but I highly doubt that they're just giving us Bunk Beds for free as an apology. I think there is more going on here. I think one theme that would be a valid excuse for them to finally give us Bunk Beds is a hotel management game pack that could hopefully also throw in bed and breakfasts and Airbnbs, because it does make sense to have bunk beds in hotels, because then it's easier to try and fit more guests in if you have more choices than just the double beds or the single beds and the Murphy beds if you have Tiny Living stuff. But I do think it would make a lot of sense to give us those alongside that theme. And the other theme I can think of is maybe another family-themed game pack. I think this is unlikely though, because we already have Parenthood. So if they give us another family-oriented pack, I hope it will be a full-on expansion pack like The Sims 3 Generations. Though maybe they could be finally doing that high school idea from that survey last year, because then that could be like, oh, it could go along with sleepovers when teenagers are not in high school. It could actually be like a teen life game pack where they focus squarely on that age group instead of doing the more broader thing, because that's what they tend to do with The Sims 4. But with something as major as Bunk Beds coming to the game for free, I think it is going to be a game pack, but not an expansion pack. I still think we will have to wait until at least May or June to see what expansion pack 11 will be. I just don't think we're going to get another expansion pack this soon. Snowy Escape is still fairly new. But what about when this Bunk Beds update and the next possible game pack could release? Well, since that's supposed to happen late March, at least for the Bunk Beds update, it's not going to happen this week. At the earliest, it'll happen on Tuesday the 16th. But I don't want to get my hopes up for it already happening that soon. Also, if this update does come right before a pack, which it most likely will, this one will probably release on a Thursday, not a Tuesday. And I think most likely this update will release on the week of March 25th. Then, if the next game pack were to come out the following week, then it would come out on March the 30th. This just occurred to me now that I have this calendar laid out on the screen, that Easter weekend is already at the beginning of the month, where it runs from Friday, April 2nd to Monday, April 5th. If this is a factor, maybe that's possible, that they would want to get all the work done releasing a game pack before the Easter weekend instead of soon after, because I think the weekend would just kind of mess with the workflow, with it being a long weekend and all. So yeah, that could be another thing where it is more likely that we are going to get a game pack sooner rather than later. But that's all I have to say for now, so feel free to let me know your speculation in the comments section below about what you think will happen for the rest of this month with The Sims 4. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching! It's always so funny seeing these sim gurus on camera when they're much younger. I always seem to get, oh, baby Graham comments whenever I allow footage of him from this generation's walkthrough to be shown. So yeah, doing it again.